We meet this morning to discuss U.S. policy in Bangladesh following the controversial January election and ensuing a political stalemate. We also meet for a status update on the rights of Bangladesh's garment workers following the fire at Tazreen Fashions in November of 2012 and the collapse of Rana Plaza in April of 2013, which together killed more than 1,200 workers. This committee met last June to highlight the challenges faced by workers in Bangladesh. And by meeting here again today, I hope that all those involved, the retailers, the factory owners, the Bangladeshi government and workers, understand that this committee remains sharply focused on this issue and will continue to do so until we see real and measurable progress. We have joining us today the first survivor of the Rana Plaza tragedy to visit the United States. She is 19-year-old Reba Sidar, who was trapped for 2 days in a tiny space with 30 others. Only 6 of the 30 survived, and we're pleased that she is here joining us today for this hearing. The tragic details of her story, which, without objection, I would like to enter into the record, are exactly why we will continue to pursue workers' rights with the Bangladeshi government. In my view, if the workers of Tazreen Fashions and Rana Plaza had been able to organize and represent their interests, they would still be alive today. Simply put, workers are the best guarantors of their own safety when given the right and the ability to organize. In June of last year, this committee met to discuss efforts to improve labor conditions in Bangladesh. In November, to mark the one-year anniversary of the Tazreen Fashions fire, the committee produced a report recommending that the U.S. government expand programs in Bangladesh that improve workers' ability to organize and engage in collective bargaining, that U.S. brands and retailers would ensure their suppliers in Bangladesh comply with laws allowing workers to organize unions and educate workers in their factories in Bangladesh on their rights of association, organization, and collective bargaining, and that the government of Bangladesh should crack down on factory owners who engage in anti-union activity and reform all labor laws to meet international standards. And parenthetically, I would add that while we are focused on Bangladesh, particularly because of the history and the challenges, I don't want those who think that going to another country is going to solve their problems, that thinking that going, for example, to Vietnam is going to have them avoid the standards that we are trying to raise in Bangladesh. Our goal is to create a universal set of standards for workers' rights and safety and health beyond Bangladesh. And so those who think that just getting up and leaving Bangladesh and going to someplace else is going to have them avoid all of that are sadly mistaken. We're going to follow this issue wherever it takes us. So I look forward to hearing from our witnesses on whether there has been any progress on any of these recommendations. We are also well aware that any progress we make on labor issues is taking place in a very tenuous political environment. Bangladesh's main opposition group, led by the Bangladesh Nationalist Party, boycotted January's election, and as a result, the parliament does not include one of Bangladesh's largest political parties. In December, this committee passed a resolution which emphasized the critical need for political dialogue in Bangladesh. Led by Senator Durbin, the resolution sent the right message at the right time. Unfortunately, the leaders of the two main parties have still not agreed on a path forward towards democratic reconciliation. Last month, I sent letters to Bangladesh's political leaders telling them that the political deadlock will further weaken the confidence of international investors and strongly urge that they begin negotiations on new elections that are free, fair, peaceful, and inclusive. The people of Bangladesh deserve no less. I look forward to hearing what political progress, if any, is being made.